Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to GameStar TV. And my God, 2 minutes to get over that first match. The closest anybody has come to taking a set off of Castiel. But unfortunately, Gilbag's, well, unfortunately for him, Gilbag's not quite able to close it out, but so little in it. Surely Castiel will realize that the gap is closing. Well, speak of the devil himself, he's going to be joining us for our next match, supporting Enigma, bringing the analysis to the game. And that game is going to be DS Wazminator versus PrettyBoyNicky. PrettyBoyNicky's first appearance in the Injustice series. So welcome in, and good luck against Darksided's Wazminator. Handing over to you now, Enigma. Take it away.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and I am joined, of course, by the man Castiel. How do you feel after that one?
When I saw that last jump into hit, it's just sigh of relief. It was the biggest sigh I've ever done in my life.
And I apologize, sorry, ladies and gentlemen, I accidentally hit the wrong button, so please relieve the King of the Hill. I'll re-invite everyone. Yeah, so really good composure from both players there, and just such a tight set. It's always a pleasure watching you versus Gilbags when Gilbags is on point and his internet is working.
Joke is scary.
It is a terrifying character as well. He knew the matchup. You know, he was poking out at the right times, and so at any point were you just while we set this up, were you considering moving? You know, moving to a different character? Were you considering?
Yeah, I was. So I versed Gilbags in the last Injustice tournament, and I started with Green Arrow, but I got joked one game, and I was kind of like, it was like really free, but I don't know if I was doing anything wrong there. I kind of just got put in the corner and mixed, didn't really get a chance to start anything. And then I swapped to Batman and 3-1. So I was always starting, I was always going to start with Batman this time, but it was a lot closer than I
anticipated.
Yeah. So when it was 2-2, I was considering swapping, but I'd already gotten 2 with Batman. I lost 2 with Batman as well, though, so I wasn't at an advantage or a disadvantage, and I just went with it because he's my most comfortable character, and it worked out.
Very just. Also, I will say, Chris, as well, you accidentally accepted an invite that wasn't me, so if you could just leave that game, I'll re-invite you. Apologies, ladies and gentlemen, this was my fault. But we, of course, have Wazminator versus PrettyBoyNicky up next. Castiel, what can you tell me about PrettyBoyNicky? We've all seen DS Wazminator and his Catwoman before. But what can you tell me about PrettyBoyNicky?
Nicky he's been an online player for a long time. He played MKX a lot. He played Liu Kang and Takeda. He's always just been good, but he's never came offline. He's never been to any majors or even like local meetups, so he's kind of gone under the radar. But I wouldn't count him out of this one for sure, especially because he mains Robin in this game. And Wazminator actually lost to Ghostplace's Robin last week. No, it was last fortnight. Yep. And then Nicky's really good with the character, so be interesting. I don't know how much Catwoman he's versed though.
And if you could just join the game, Castiel, I just invited you.
I accepted. Alright, it says connecting.
Right, cool. Yeah, so we do have Catwoman versus Robin, and it's definitely an interesting matchup. As an ex-Catwoman player myself, it's kind of challenging occasionally to actually get in against him because he's got such commanding neutral, you know, with back two and whatever. But if you had to pick, who do you feel would win this game? Also, go AFK.
Yeah. Like, just looking at the 2 players, and if someone said, I'll give you $100 if you pick right, I definitely pick Taz or Wazminator. But it's definitely not saying that Nicky couldn't win because he's actually good.
Yeah, definitely. He's I versus Robin before, and it is quite scary. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen, into the first game. We are going to have the matchup we thought, Catwoman versus Robin, and yeah, I feel that it's actually I feel like it's a skill-based matchup, wouldn't you say, Castiel? Possibly Robin's favor.
He's jumping 2 or 3. I'm not sure which one. That one.
Jump 2.
It shuts down her air dominance a lot. So, but I don't think it's enough to like. She has so much other things. I don't know if it's just like, oh yeah, Robin wins this.
Definitely. But now already actually went for the batarang, and now you can see the pressure coming out down 1-2, and I like that from Taz. Has actually done his research as well, able to interrupt that. Good stuff from Taz.
A lot of Robin players are getting away with that. No whiff punish on that three-hit move though, just let it rock in front of him. But see, Catwoman's, I think what people do is she has really, really high damage, but it's not the easiest to get it off. As far as the pressure goes anyway, jump into and back three are really, really good.
Back three, back two? Do you mean?
No, back three.
Oh, right. Sorry. Yeah, I was thinking down back three.
No. But when she's actually on you, I think just block a lot. Like, there's no 50-50 there. Oh, there is, but Taz actually doesn't use it that much.
He doesn't. And now you can see Catwoman though. This is where she wants to be, in the corner, pressuring that forward one string. Now you can see Robin is struggling to get in. What I like is how Waz is actually using the cat evade to get away from that batarang pressure. Because if he's evading it, he doesn't have to deal with the plus frames.
See that move, right? That is the god move that Sorry?
I was gonna say, you can definitely see Taz has worked on this matchup. You can see using the low sweep from Catwoman to actually get underneath that batarang so he can't pressure, as well as just using all of the tools. I like that. You can see Nikki, life's actually pretty even as well.
It is. Like one more touch and this is gonna be straight even. Oh, not that touch. Trying to pressure Catwoman off 3 stands off of plus frames is also really hard because her backdash is it's something else.
It is, and now you can see just the 1-1, and I think Nicky, what he needs to do is he needs to make that adjustment. He needs to instead stop going in for the automatic kind of hit confirm of going into that the uppercut move, but is able to close out the life bar, but not the life on his side. But yeah, I feel like he's almost autopiloting into the uppercut because no one's punishing him for it. So he should be able to tell Taz is obviously punishing it, so maybe properly hit confirm it as well, or even staggering.
Treat it like an unsafe move now. See, that wasn't a hit confirm, so he just did it anyways. See, what is that? What is that?
That is ridiculous. Catwoman
under his jumping too.
Ridiculous. Does actually spend the clash. I do like Waz Vs use of spending the bar now, and you can see now just walking his way. The jump in too, probably the best jump in the game coming out from Catwoman. Can't get a confirm, just didn't have enough bar, but now you can see goes in for pressure at his own, goes for the dive kick, went for the EX as well, but Taz having none of it. Gets the full confirm as well into the corner, back two, coming out. Now you can see back to that neutral game.
I think the problem, a lot of people Catwoman's jumping too is really, really good, obviously, but it is impossible to jail forward one off it. It combos on hit, but on block, getting forward one to jail is impossible, and there's a backdash gap there. She has options to beat the backdash, but it's better than just never, ever doing it.
Yeah, and her only real option is going to be doing jump into an immediate cat dash, and if you block that, it's very unsafe.
That's in the actually, I don't even think that would jail.
No, it doesn't.
Catwoman.
Well, yeah, forward one can always combo from it, except that it's max range, I think. Yeah. But on block, just people need to start backdashing.
Approaching
definitely. I believe as you know, I'm not going to say that in case it doesn't work, but you could, some characters might be able to meter burn back 3, but the problem with doing that against Catwoman is she's going to break the armor 90% of the time because of how fast her strings come out. But Waz is able to take the first game pretty convincingly, but Nicky does actually, you know, a couple of adjustments he could definitely start taking these rounds, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, no, for sure. It's definitely not over.
And I like that. Using the using his trait there to actually get that first hit. Denying that first hit off Catwoman is really good, but that's something else as well. People need to find a way of punishing back 3 from Catwoman, but I like that neutral jump. Can't actually get the combo, however, didn't commit into it. A little bit of a drop there as well coming out from people with Nicky. And once again, as we said, just getting punished for the uppercut.
Yeah. See, if you back 3's already, it's low profiling on startup, it's range. If it whiffs in front of you, you should be able to do whatever you want against it. It shouldn't have the low profiling it does.
No.
And still be safe on whiff. But he does actually get him with the wake up DP, which is risky because Taz has shown he's not going to let it fly. This should take the round though.
Yes, it does.
So as we said, Nicky taking the first round. See how long he can milk this first life bar for.
Well, what I think the main thing there that we noticed was that he wasn't committing into the uppercut anywhere near as much. He was just instead using that trait instead. But you know, trying to get this pressure started now. This is somewhere that is really difficult for him because, as I said, this is all about neutral now. Decides to spend the bar, goes in for pressure, down one coming out, tried to whiff punish, just a meter burn back three. Of course, what is the Catwoman going to do if all else fails?
If there's a break in tempo, meter burn back. You don't even need a meter burn it.
Once again,
so dumb.
so in order to punish that, Robin should be doing down 1-2 into the uppercut because that'll definitely punish it. And I believe down 1-2 will full combo into it as well. But I like that, just the walk back, trying to press a button.
Robin has like some characters can't combo off down ones, and that's when it becomes a real problem. And she can even low profile some down ones.
She can. I'm trying to think. I guess most of the big bodies she can down low profile a lot of their low pros. But now you can see just like that, down 1-2.
Oh, drops it though. That could be crucial. He dashed in under it and trip guarded it.
That was really good from PrettyBoyNicky, showing the adjustment, showing he doesn't want to have to deal with the jump in 2 pressure, instead trying to find a different way, and once again tries to go for it. Does actually get it this time. Life about even. Both players still sitting on a clash.
He just needs to relax and be prepared to punish Cat Dash. What on earth?
What's going on? Back into pressure now. Goes for the whip. Well, meter burn back 3. Not a good idea because now.
No whip punish though. Oh, that's going to be it. I think Taz will spend all 4.
Taz will spend 4 and then he'll be on red health. And that was the thing. He went for that random.
Whoa. That was a mistake by both players. You can't go down to chip life against Catwoman because of that cat dash.
Because of cat dash as well, she can do things like just back 2 into whip and that'll jail, and then you're just in trouble.
He only would have taken 15% as well. Because Taz again should have spent 4 bars because that would have guaranteed him on critical, which he could just chip out with cat dash. So it worked out, but that was a misplay by both.
Yeah, definitely. And yourself being a card player, like an ex-Hearthstone player, you would know that it's better to make the correct play all the time than make the play that works one time.
Yeah, exactly.
But straight back into it, no character changes, unsurprisingly. And however, in saying that, PrettyBoyNicky was a lot better. It was a lot better, you know, from him. You know, he was able to show that he made the adjustment. Just towards the end, he couldn't actually clutch it out. But again, you know, a couple of more hit confirms instead of just confirming straight into things, and it's going to be a lot better. And I feel like he can definitely run it back, but he has to play perfectly from here on in.
He definitely can. It just depends. You know, a reverse 3-0 when without a character swap or anything, when you're just down 2 games, it's not an easy thing to do. So. See if he can pull it off. Taz hasn't looked at everything in this matchup. The dash he's cancelling into on block is actually fully punishable.
I was going to say, it's very unsafe, isn't it?
It's not very unsafe. I think it's like -8, I think.
I was going to say 11.
Like that right there. Maybe it is. Either way, it's definitely punishable. But Nicky's currently using it as somewhat of a pressure tool.
He is. He's going into it almost like a run cancel.
Yeah.
But now you can see, trait comes back. Going in for pressure now. Decides to spend the trade as well on block. I'm not sure if I agree with that considering the health is still so high. Goes for the fire as well. Down 1 this time. Well, no, he doesn't mess it up. Just 1-1 in between the gap. Into the corner now. Drops the ender, however. Something that we don't usually see. And corners himself. Messes it up once again, but can't get the confirm. But now you can see.
When in doubt.
Meter burn back 3 with Cat.
Meter burn back 3 again. Or meterless back 3.
Just 3. Anything that Catwoman does with a 3 and it's pretty good.
I'm not really sure what he's getting hit from. It's more it's mainly back 3 actually.
Yeah, it's back 3 and getting punished for the uppercut. So I mean, like, if he's like I said, if he starts hit confirming that instead, you know, and I feel like maybe he should start staggering these strings more. And I mean, you have to remember that even though,
that was nice.
Caught pressing a button there.
But he just tried to whiff punish it with back 2.
Oh, okay. But yeah, even if, you know, the strings on paper don't look like they're staggerable, in a set like this, when there's a lot of nerves as well, you know, things work when you don't expect them to. Yeah,
for sure. See, that again, that should be a punish there. But he's going to take some damage for trying to... He didn't get the punish, but I think Nicky tried to press buttons after it, and...
Meter burn cat dash.
Is he going to be able to get this clash off? Catwoman doesn't have a lot of unclashable, so there we go. Yeah, he should have clashed that there, definitely.
Yeah, but here we go. Oh, drops the back 3. Oh, that is actually a very tight link. Wazmader does actually get caught pressing a button. Now back to this mission. This is not where Nicky wants to be. He needs to jump on reaction to the cat dash, otherwise he's going to get chipped out. And just like that, he's going to get
I
caught.
don't think that would have chipped. I don't know. It looked like it's like quite a bit left as far as chip damage went.
Yeah, but at that range, it's only -9, which is dumb. As well. So, I mean, Nicky, he could have punished it, but that is going to be a 3-0 coming out from Wazminator. Nicky did play very well, and he was on that winner's side, so he does still have the option to run it back. But again, Wazminator will progress on in the winner's side. And yeah, so up next, we are going to go once again back to a short little break as we set this up. We are going to have go down into that loser's side, which is going to be Tot Slayer versus, is that Ketchup Llama? Yes, Ketchup Llama. So thank you very much, guys. We'll take a short 2-minute break and we'll be right back.